right, good morning. Real Life Live here. Uh, we're going to talk about some things. First thing, we're talking about what's happening now with the war and all that, or whatever they're doing. Hey, not my fight, damn it. So, I've been hearing all this, hey, well, let's speak on it. Let's see, what do you think about, hey, you ain't never been worried about my fight. Okay, now you want me to comment on some personal stuff, by the way, because they were funding Israel was funding Hamas before all this went down. So all that y'all get it straight. I'm worried about things going on right here, and we're going to talk about that right here, and because what we did see here, in where I live in St. Louis, and we had a situation a couple of days ago where there's a man that is in a car and kind of just looking at a couple of old ladies around here, and then he asked them a question, and they felt kind of uncomfortable, and then they walked away and wanted to see, and then come back. Car's still there. He's kind of peeking down in his seat so he won't be seen. You know, like and they said it was a white man. You see what I'm saying? Here's the problem with y'all. Okay, you made all them. You relaxed all those laws that that fought you know people that tried to molest children and tried to do the things they're doing now that they made kind of legal in a way here. But I've seen it back in the 60s, and what happened was all these guys, these pedophiles that were running around back in the 60s and all, it got calmed down by what you call some scalding hot water. Okay. So like this guy, you see what I'm saying? Now you creeping around. Okay, if you get caught though, dude, we know what you're doing. You know, you don't get you don't get some scalding hot water on you. And I'm gonna be laughing about it. Okay, so because I really attack pedophiles. See, I'm not worried about no war. You want people to worry about that. Let somebody do it, not me. I'm watching you. I'm watching that guy that was in that car, and that peeking down where he's trying to get a hold of an old lady here. Trying to get his nasty hands because see, it's legal. They can do it, and they're having a ball doing it until you get caught. So that's a little public service announcement there. Come down there if you want to, pedophiles. But you get caught, that scalding hot water is for your ass. Okay. All right, let's go to the NFL. The early Steelers, Browns, Cleveland. Uh, Cleveland, you know, you know, defensive like game. I think they'll win the game. It'll be I will predict maybe 21 uh, 17, something like that. The Steelers are hanging in. Uh, Now Watson's out, but the defense will carry the day for the Browns, and they'll win the game. Raiders Dolphins, okay, in Miami. I'm predicting a big game for Tua. I say I think he'll 5 TDs. I know it's kind of bold. Yeah. They rout the Raiders 5 TDs for two. Miami wins. We go to Detroit. Uh, with the Bears, Fields, he's coming back, but he's just coming back. So, and it's in Detroit. The Lions are playing very well. The records there. And they will win the game at Detroit, 7-2. And the quarterback's playing well. All right, so we move on with that, and that will take us to Jacksonville, where the Jacksonville. I thought they were going to win that game last week, and they didn't. They kind of let down, and now they have the Titans coming in there, and the Titans, they are just having just a bad year, and this is a they're coming down to Jacksonville, coming off a loss, and 6-3. Need this game. You trying to get into the playoffs, and so I think that the Jaguars will win that game because they got to have it. You see what I'm saying? So Jacksonville. We're going with the Green Bay and LA game. The Chargers. I have I went with the Chargers in this game. Probably 28, maybe 24 game, sort of like that. But I think they will put up some points on the Packers, and they're 4-5. They need this win to get to 500. It'll be a tough game. They might be upset, but I think San Diego will win that. Not San Diego. Sorry, LA. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we go to Texas. My quarterback, my favorite quarterback, C.J. Stroud. So but Murray's back, so I like him too. But boy, I've been tracking Stroud, and he can throw that ball. So and this is a game at home. Go with Houston to beat. I'm going with Houston to beat Arizona and put up about 34 points. They're 34, 20, something like that. Because the Texans, they give up some points. So yeah, going with Houston on that. Now we're gonna go to Dallas. This should be Dallas and Carolina should be a easy win. Well, not easy, but they should win the game. 6-3, 1-8. Carolina. It should be an easy win, but let's not beware of what they call a trap game. So Cowboys. I hope you are aware of that. So, but they're gonna win that game. They should. They should win the game. Offense, defense, everything, their way. So, Cowboys going to Washington. Okay, where we got the Commanders and the 2-8 Giants at the 4-6 Commanders. But Washington, they're looking better because I like that young quarterback, Sam Howell. They have a young QB. You know, Giants, they got Daniel Jones. He well, I don't like him. Okay, 2-8. Uh, Washington 4-6. They win this game. They're 5-6, and they have an outside, you know, shot to maybe getting a playoff spot. But they're gonna have to play some defense. I think they'll do that today. I will go with Washington on this game. They'll probably put up, well, I don't know. They'll win the game. With the points. How many points you want to put with on somebody. That's kind of iffy on that. So but I pick Washington to win the game. Okay. So the next game, that is Tampa and San Francisco. Okay. Now this game, uh, they say it's gonna be a defensive kind of game, but I think it's gonna be an offensive kind of game, and I'm gonna take an upset on this. I'm gonna go with uh, Tampa. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers, the 4-5 Buccaneers versus the 6-3 49ers. And uh, one thing, Mayfield, Baker Mayfield, he's having a pretty good year. 14 TDs, uh, interceptions. Sorry about that. That's almost a three to one ratio. So I think they're going to upset the 49ers in that game. Points. I'm going with Tampa to win the game. All right, and now we're gonna go to Buffalo. Now here's a game where I'm picking another upset. Uh, and I'm saying this: Buffalo had their chance. Okay, they had their window, but the problem was at the same time Kansas City was having their window, so they were beating Buffalo to go to the Super Bowl. In Buffalo, we know their history. The 4 Super Bowls in a row got beat. Blah blah blah. Okay, so there, I see the arrow going down with the Bills, and the arrow not going up with the Jets, kind of flatlining because they need a quarterback. And by the way, this guy Wilson. Hey, this is it, man. You do it this year, or you're out of there, or almost out of there before the year is over. So, but I'm going with the Jets in the game. Some way they're going to win this game. It might be a defensive play, or because that defense will make some plays. And if you look at the Jets, they win games in kind of some funny ways, but they win games. Okay, so I'm gonna go with an upset in this game, and taking the Jets over the Bills. Okay, now afternoon games. We got Seattle and the Rams, L.A. Rams. Okay, now the first game, it was I thought that Seattle was gonna romp on them. Boom. Gino, and Lockett, Metcalf. I thought they were gonna beat them, but the Rams came out with Stafford, and it was early in and came out, and they had the receivers. They beat Seattle in a game I thought that Seattle was going to beat them. So I think it's going to be the other way around. It's going to be I can see Gino, looking at that game, saying I should have beat them last time. He's gonna come out, on fire. I think he's gonna come out and play well, and they'll beat the Rams. And I think they should have got them the first time, but they didn't. So I think they'll get them this time. I think they'll put up, on this one. I think they're gonna put up 30, because I think it's gonna be a kind of, a revenge game. So Seattle over LA. All right. So now we're going to. Looks like we're going to Denver. I saw them in the game against Buffalo, and they played well. The defense is playing very well. and they have this game at home, against the Vikings, who Dobbs, I know the quarterback. Uh, he's playing very well, but this game, he might kind of come down to earth a little bit, because he's really been playing well. But this defense, they shut down Allen, but he ain't playing well though, But we're gonna see. I think I'm going with the Broncos at home. They're gonna kind of contain the quarterback from Minnesota, and they will win the game, and that will be the reason why, because of the defense will contain uh, Dobbs. Okay, now the last game, well, the one on that would be Monday. We'll talk about that one tomorrow because this is Sunday. I was going a little bit too. Okay, so that kind of wrapped up the NFL talk. So, and I looked at the last thing. We'll talk about the one the game that I saw. Being in St. Louis. I did want to. I looked and wow, I saw the Tigers, Mizzou. I haven't seen them for this is the first time was last night. Where I turned, I turned the channels and boom, number 9. Didn't know that. So I wanted to see him play well. Have to give him their props. Go Tigers. And the quarterback. Cook, last Minnesota game, he had to come back because Florida had taken the lead, and this is just a recap. And then he had to, make some throws. He did, and got them down to field goal range where the kicker, man, looks like an offensive lineman, but he can kick it, so he kicked it, boom, and Mizzou came back to win the game, and now they're 9-2, so number 9 ranking, 9 victories, came back where, years ago that'd been a loss. So they're obviously they're improving and not improving, they have improved, because they got that number. So that was a great comeback for Mizzou. So I have to give them their props, and we're gonna uh, we're gonna see what they can do next week. But that making the plays when they had to play. I mean, make the running back uh, uh, and the receiver, Burton, the running back, can't remember his name, Schaefer, I think it is. So he ran great, So they have talent there. Congratulations, Mizzou, number 9 rank. Hey, win as many games as you can. Okay, so I gave you your props. Okay. All right, so we did NFL games. We wanted to do that college game. The other games, by the way, I saw like didn't look at all of them. I was just wanted to see the crowd. See, that's where I'm at. You can see that politics, and that's part of that. I want to see, are we packing them? Yeah. Man, football's rolling like it always is. Packed. Ain't nobody thinking about no war. So like I go back to my videos, my my earlier videos. I was looking at something. Okay, you can see. We're talking about that. All right, so we're gonna wrap that up this morning and everything, and we're gonna come back. But I'm gonna be looking at some games here. The one game that I'll be looking at that with some interest will be the Raiders Dolphins game, and the late game will be, and another game, the Texans and Cardinal game too. So, yeah. So we were talking. This is real life live. A little NFL talk. A little other talk. We have some more things coming up later. And enjoy the game. Enjoy the day. And talk to you later.